Hello, friends. As most of you know by now, the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 was passed and signed by the President and put into law on August 16, 2022. Upon enactment, some of the tax credit rules for electric vehicle purchases has changed. And so the IRS has, in pretty quick fashion, they've put out some transitional guidance to help people kind of navigate the new rule, reconcile it with the old rule, especially for those of you who already had a deposit or were on a wait list for an existing electric vehicle order. So they put this information together to sort of help people figure out, are they going to qualify for their purchase? Are they going to be disqualified for one reason or another? So I'll put a link to this page in the comments. I just wanted to walk you through it very quickly. So the big deal is there's a new requirement under the new electric vehicle tax credit that requires the vehicle to have a final assembly in North America. That wasn't a rule under the old tax credit. So that part of this legislation has gone into effect upon enactment. So as of August 16, 2022, that's part of the new rule. The rest of the clean vehicle energy credit goes into effect January 1st, 2023. So now people are sort of caught in between in limbo depending on what type of vehicle they're interested in or already placed a deposit on or on a wait list for. So upon enactment, now we've got to worry about final assembly requirements going into effect for August 16, 2022. So what they've done here is put together what they're calling a transition rule, right? So they're saying if you have entered into a binding contract to purchase a new qualifying electric vehicle before August 16th, but you haven't taken possession of it yet because you're sort of waiting for delivery to take place, you're going to be able to claim the old credit regardless of your income or the purchase price or any of these other sort of new limitations in the new rules, as long as you had a written binding contract on or before August 16, 2022, and the final assembly requirement of being assembled in North America does not pertain to your purchase. Next, if you were to purchase an electric vehicle between now or August 16th and the end of 2022, the final assembly requirement is a requirement, and all the new rules related to limitations and other sort of requirements do not pertain to you. So just that one particular criteria does kick in on August 16th if you were to go out and try to acquire or purchase an electric vehicle now. So between now and, let's say, the end of the year. Here's the hang-up, right? And I've already run into this with a few clients, is, well, if the rule is I have to have a written binding contract, what's a written binding contract? Basically what this paragraph says is you've got to have a deposit of more than 5% of the total contract price that is not refundable. So all of you out there with sort of smallish $500 refundable deposits, basically just to be on the wait list, or $1,000 deposits, far less than 5% of the purchase price of the vehicle. My interpretation of this is that's not a written binding contract, and you won't be sort of grandfathered into the old rule. So I imagine there's going to be a lot of complaints about that for people who they're trying their best to buy their electric vehicles, just they can't take delivery yet. The manufacturers aren't ready, they can't get the materials and all that sorts of thing. So maybe we get some pushback on this guidance, but as of right now today, I think a lot of people are going to be disqualified if you were sort of in the middle of making a purchase already. So we'll keep an eye on that one. We'll see if that changes at all, but it's sort of bad news for a lot of people who are in the middle of making a purchase already. Future guidance is about the new rules taking place on January 1st, 2023. There's a lot of limitations around that. I'm going to go into that details around that in another video or communication. So I just wanted to get this information out to you today. I'll put links to everything in the comments below, and I hope you have a good day.